I am trying to see if you can use the lessons from Sun Tzu's The Art of War, which is a really famous military book that's a couple millennia old. And I want to see if I follow all of those instructions, if I can win a campaign. I have here, you can see The Art of War. So we're going to be pulling this up to reference from time to time. We'll see how that goes. We're going to be playing a Lithanar. This could be like a terrible idea. This could not work at all, but I'm excited to try it. I think it'll be fun. Let's go ahead and check our book to see what we should do. Prevent junction of enemy's forces and attack enemy army in the field. I can do that. Rather than letting him retreat, we're going to attack in the field. Oh, and it's an ambush. Nice. Okay, 543 to 561. So now what we have to do, we need to look at what Sun Tzu says about that. Here we go. If our forces are 10 to the enemy's 1 surround, 5 to 1 to attack, twice as numerous divided 2. If equally matched, we can offer battle. So we can offer battle, which is good. I'm trying to think what exactly I want to do in this campaign. Obviously winning would be good, but I think what might be more interesting is to see if I could win 100 battles, because that's one of the sayings, is that if you know your enemy and yourself, you need not fear the results of 100 battles. And I'm curious if that's actually true. I think this is the same advice, right? About equal in numbers. So if equally matched, we can offer battle. Sounds good. Let's see what Sun Tzu has to say about this. We've got some little hills. We'll consult the book. All armies prefer high ground to low. Okay, so we should look for the high ground. In dry, level country, take up an easily accessible position, rising ground to the right and on the rear. Where is rising ground to the right and on the rear? So that would be in a position like this. Yeah, that'd be rising ground on the right and in the rear. So yeah, I guess we'll go over here somewhere. You want to make sure that my line of sight is okay. You know what Sun Tzu will have to say when the enemy uses magic? Yeah, I don't know. We've got our position as Sun Tzu commands. Let's see how it goes. It seems to be going well. Now, before we look at this, we need to see what Sun Tzu says about taking territory. So let's go here. You can be sure of succeeding in your attacks if you only attack places which are undefended. We've been doing that. That's been good. And ensure the safety of your defense if you only hold positions that cannot be attacked. Is this a position that cannot be attacked? I think so. Well, no, it means with the army. We're not in danger of being attacked. So that's what that means. Okay, captured soldiers should be kindly treated and kept. Use the conquered foe to augment one's own strength. And in war, let your great object be victory, not lengthy campaigns. Okay, so it's saying we need to go after our enemies quickly, which is fine. It doesn't say anything in particular about which troops to use. Oh wait, I can globally recruit. And a lot of the other stuff I do will just kind of be normal high elf stuff. Because Sun Tzu doesn't, you know, talk about confederation or things like that. This would be a siege. Let's see if it says what to do here. The rule is not to besiege walled cities if it can possibly be avoided. It can be avoided because Slaver's Point doesn't have walls. So we are going to go the other way. Sun Tzu, help me. What do we do? Attack him where he is unprepared, appear where you're not expected. We're going to try to fight not here. We want to fight not in the field, but we can't go past this. Yeah, so we have to actually fight here. Oh, this is a funny part here. Carefully compare the opposing army with your own. I think we did that. We're on flat ground again, so it says set up with hills behind you and to the right, but we can't do that here, so we're not going to. I'm sure there's something about, you know, fighting missile units in the back, but I can't check right now. Campaign's going well so far. Although Sun Tzu does say, seek victory, not a lengthy campaign. So maybe we should check our victory conditions. Yeah, we'll do loot and occupy, because Sun Tzu does say to use conquered foe to augment one's own strength. That's what Sun Tzu says right there. Bam. We seek a short victory? Yeah, I guess, yeah, short campaign victory, because it says do not seek a long campaign. So we just have to destroy Nagarond and control Nagareth. And in case you're wondering why I only have one stack, one, I can't afford it. But 2, the skillful soldier does not raise a second levy. And I'm interpreting that as not getting a second stack. Here, this will actually be a fun history lesson. So if you look here at spearmen, on average, their shields are in their left hand. So they're more defended from the left. That means the danger is from attacks from the right or from behind, right? Because obviously there's no shield right here. Having a hill on the right, you make it less likely for an enemy to walk up and attack you from that direction. So what it says here is the victorious strategist only seeks battle after the victory has been won. Since the auto-resolve victory has already been won, we'll just do that. What does Sun Tzu say about peace? He doesn't say anything, so I'm gonna say no. Our next plan, an army may march great distances without distress if it marches through country where the enemy is not. The way I interpret that is time for force march, baby. Now, what is surprising me when I was doing my research in order to do this is how many of the things are just sort of internalized by playing this game anyway. Like the idea that, yeah, of course, you can march further if you don't have to worry about enemies. Now, it does say to avoid the siege when possible, so I'm gonna let them die of attrition. For anyone who thought Sun Tzu wouldn't be relevant, look at this. If forced to fight in an assault march, you should have water and grass near you and get your back to a clump of trees. Oh, and also, if you're anxious to fight, you should not go to meet the invader near a river which he has to cross. So, back to a group of trees. Look at that, it's a group of trees. And there's a hill. So, group of trees and a hill, that means we are setting up right here. And let's see, if outnumber 10-1 surround, which we don't quite do, but it's close. There we go. So here's what we're going to try to do in this battle. Take their army apart piecemeal. We can form a single united body while the enemy must split up into fractions. So rather than attacking just full-on army to army, we're going to try to attack parts of their army. Stay concentrated. See how they're split up and we are not? This is so much more careful than I normally am in battles. It's actually really kind of fun to just get every last little advantage. Remember, I am trying to minimize my casualties so that army losses happen sooner. Actually, we'll just send everything in. Sun Tzu does say to keep your army concentrated after all. We got the decisive victory. Sun Tzu has not let us down yet. Sun Tzu has laid out our plan of attack. We're going to try to prevent the junction of enemies' forces, then attack in the field, and only then besiege walled cities. Oh, here we go. We want to prevent enemy units from meeting up. Oh god, now there's 3 enemy stacks. It's just like a lot of stuff. Hell yeah. Sun Tzu does say, use conquered foe to augment one's own strength. It almost makes you feel bad for this Nagarond army. They're just getting ambushed over and over again. But not really, because, you know, fuck them. And because it's the same map, I don't even need to really think about where stuff is going. It's a really fun army to use. Of course, it only works because of the strategic decisions, taking really good fights and not overextending, which is something that I frequently do. The interesting thing about such a slow and methodical campaign is it's sort of like, I don't know, it feels almost like cheating. It's just like, yeah, you just calmly build up and calmly advance and kill everything your enemies throw at you. And there you go. Calmness is the ultimate cheese. The ultimate cheese is just playing straight up and really solid and just never losing. Let's see, if we wish to fight, the enemy can be forced to an engagement even though he be sheltered behind a high rampart and a deep ditch. All we need to do is attack some other place that he will be obliged to relieve. Alright, well, Sun Tzu is saying that we should go attack somewhere else. I will go into ambush stance. If he comes this way to Temple of Cain, we should be able to intercept. Oh shit, he's just straight up attacking us. There's sort of a hill in the middle. Problem is, I don't want to retreat. It is a military axiom not to advance uphill against the enemy, nor to oppose him when he comes downhill. And if we fight this battle manually, we'd be doing both things. I think we auto-resolve. The campaign was going amazingly, but in my excitement, I was about to make a huge mistake. I could kill Malekith, but I want to not kill Malekith until I'm actually about to fight his stack. Oh boy. This is a lot of stuff. So again, we're going to try to prevent junction of enemy forces, concentrate our forces, and keep theirs divided. I should have killed Malekith when I had the chance. Really just shows my our relative inexperience. I mean, I've never played this campaign. Relative inexperience with high elves as well. Something is hitting me like a truck, and I just cannot tell what it is. All right, well, I guess we didn't know ourselves and our enemy. That's so bad. It pushed our army up there, so now we just took a turn of attrition for no reason. What really hurt us pretty badly was the magic. We couldn't stay too concentrated as Sun Tzu wanted. I wonder if it's Doomfire Warlock spells that are doing so much damage. Okay, once again, concentrating our force, fighting only a couple enemies at a time. Oh my god. I shattered their lord. There's a dark sorceress right there who I didn't notice. That would explain it. Another 10% replenishment is so useful for us. Oh my god. I'm fighting these manually, even though I probably could auto-resolve, because every single unit counts right now. Until we build this army back up, we need to be really efficient. So this will be very gratifying to pay back all of the casualties they've caused us. Now, at long last, we're back in our own territory. What's our battle record like now? 21-1. Ooh. Well, maybe if we do like 99-1, that would be okay. I think that's too many. We'll probably just try to win the campaign and see how many battles that is. Okay. Let's just auto-resolve. We've just done a lot of battles and I'm tired. Yeah, Art of War doesn't mention the auto-resolve, which means I don't have to follow any advice because there isn't any. Despite my earlier goof, I'd managed to recover against the Dark Elves. But then something happened that Sun Tzu did not prepare me for. A demon invasion. Oh, it's Valkia. You can ensure the safety of your defense if you only hold positions that cannot be attacked. This can definitely be attacked. We're under siege from Valkia. Oh boy, there's a lot of stuff. So same principles are going to apply. Concentration of force. See, this is the hill to my left. What's going on here? They all got trapped on something. What's happening? What's going on? I'm watching and I'm trying to understand, but I don't understand. They've got a slow. Okay, yeah, so this is just not gonna work. That doesn't make sense to me. That army is just a lot better than I thought it was. Wait, why is Valkia's faction so strong? I've never seen Valkia get this big. Well, I guess it's officially a saving disaster campaign, because this is pretty disastrous. I don't really have a good way to deal with that army. All my careful progress is just undone by Valkia. At first it seemed like this was going to be the end of the campaign. Valkia's armies were far stronger than mine, and I'd thought that I needed to hold this territory. But then I realized I had another option. I could just run away. Oh wait, I don't need to hold Nagorond, I just need to destroy the faction. It's Nagorith I need to control. It says I lost 67 troops, which is really embarrassing if that's true. Enemy lord didn't do any damage. Yeah, well, it makes sense because if you shoot a bunch of arrows towards your units, you don't have any way to stop them from hitting your own units. I just want to kill the Dark Elves. It says Nagorond is still alive, and I don't like that. I want them to be distinctly not alive. My new plan was simple. I just needed to get to Ulthuan and confederate the High Elves that control Nagorith, and that would be campaign victory. We've now discovered stuff. Man, they really don't like us. Baseline evaluation minus 120. Jesus, why? We'll keep scouting and then maybe people will like us eventually. Nagorond is finally dead. Valkia's being so annoying. Yeah, this is going pretty poorly over there. We're having a nice peaceful campaign and everything was going very swimmingly, but Valkia exists. Oh my god, what is this army? What? Okay. I mean, that's pretty funny, right? Auto-resolve heroic victory? That's pretty funny. Tyrion doesn't want to bow to anyone to the extent that he'll pull up the Widowmaker and basically come close to ruining everything just because he doesn't want anyone to boss him around, which, you know, relatable. Start working on Morathi's faction because that should make all of these guys around me like me a lot better. Man, they hate us. If I could become military ally... Oh. Do I want to pay 30 grand for that? Yeah, fuck it, why not? It doesn't quite give me control over Nagorith, but it's close. I'm an Alariel simp now? Yeah, well, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. I wish you could trade settlements for Confederation. Well, I could trade it for an alliance. Oh, I should have done that with what's-her-face. It wasn't enough for a military alliance, even still. That's really funny. Oh, it's funny. I can actually loot and occupy, and then I can be like, hey, you should have this totally broken settlement. I'd now confederated most of the High Elves, but the only holdout was Alariel the Radiant. Of course, I used the tried and true method of confederating, brute force. I wonder if I can just threaten for it.
True of heart.
Probably not. Oh yeah, there you go. So victory was achieved. Sun Tzu had prepared us for everything in the game, except for the demons and also magic, and also we had to threaten people. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye.